since we have seen one of the project, we'll see one more project that we have done in the earlier days. We named it as an artificial intelligence based learning management system. Students are going to play an important role as far as the other regards are concerned. As I said, we cannot judge a fish by climbing a tree. In the same scenario, we need to identify the talents or the skill sets of the students and promote them on their particular skill sets or the ideologies. So this sort of learning management system is going to play the major role in the upcoming days. As far as teaching and learning synergy is concerned, it is going to play a drastic role, especially with the help of COVID. We need to thank it because there are rapid ICT tools that are developed during the COVID synergy. And the paradigms are also going to get changed rapidly as far as teaching scenario is concerned. In this gesture, we need to build some interactive or innovative model so that we can understand the talents or the ideologies of the students and make them to promote on their particular area is concerned, area of interest is concerned. With the recent trends or recent technologies, interventions, we came to a conclusion that companies are in the need of the students, talented students. But the thing is that there is a huge gap between the talented students and the company needs. And in this gesture, we need to revamp the gap between the needs of the industry as well as the student needs and the requirements. So we need to analyze the ideologies or the identification of the students. As far as teaching is concerned, teaching paradigms are going to get changed rapidly nowadays. So the active learning synergy of teaching is to be inculcated in almost all the regards, so that we can emphasize much on the learning by doing synergy. And of course, this synergy is going to build them in future. The synergy is that we need to build the student mission, student vision. It can be done only with the imaginative index of the student. We need to emphasize, understand, incorporate, and inculcate all the standardized learning synergies to all the students. That makes us much happier as far as teaching synergy is concerned. What we feel is that if we have a synergy like automated pedagogy, we are all in need of doing the things in a routine manner. Perhaps when we go to the class, we take time to understand the mindset of the students. What is his thinking synergy, or what is his thinking paradigm? With that, we are going to take much of the time, because if we want to cover around 50% of the syllabus at an instance of 2 to 3 months of time, it is going to take around between 10 to 15 classes we need to spend to understand and analyze all the mindsets of the students. That is the major drastic thing that we are doing in teaching. But what we thought is that if we have a system like annotate and automate, pedagogy to understand and analyze the mindsets of the students. With the drastic impartition of the machine learning synergies, we can directly understand that mindset of the student and we can act accordingly. This is one of the sample example as far as this project is concerned. So we need to understand various psychologies, study various psychologies of the student and act according to the mindsets in the classroom. So if we gather the skill sets, whether he is willing to place or not, whether he is in a position to get placed or not, we can revamp the skills of us accordingly and act accordingly. So that is one of the proportion. You all know that there is Moodle software which we can learn accordingly. We can post the videos, we can post the course, we can post the work, we can post the assignments and all the analysis we can do. But the thing is that in order to automate this sort of learning systems, if we just put all the topics together, we can have all the topics in at once and glimpse, and we can view them and we can act accordingly. Instead of spending 10 to 15 hours, we can do it in 5 to 6 hours, so that it will decrease our time bomb and we can make it a progressive manner, in a progressive manner. And to emphasize this sort of technology, there should be some initiative. And being a teacher, I have taken up the initiative to take this forward. So here, the major theme is that if we have adopted one sort of method, suppose there are certain methods in teaching and learning that we all know that there are some active learning mechanisms and there are some traditional learning mechanisms. And most of the students prefer with active learning mechanisms. And in this learning mechanisms, we can understand that this sort of students have the interest to gather the information regarding this particular topic is concerned. And they are more free to interact with the teacher as far as this particular method is concerned. And as far as this system is concerned, we can understand and eliminate all the mechanisms as far as this traditional teaching is concerned. And we are now in a position to implement most of the methods are generally the active learning mechanisms. This sort of mechanisms may give some odd results as well as even results. Because as a teacher, I would not like to say this, but I am saying this because we cannot get 100% results, because all the student minds are different and we have a different mindset. And we need to keep this point in mind to implement this synergical or drastic evidences. So as far as student reward recommendation system is concerned, this system is to emphasize on much of the student results. When we implement a small pedagogy, what are the interests of the students that should be gathered? And we are going to reward them accordingly. Suppose if I have implemented a method called as think, pair, share, students are communicated with each other. They are going to think and pairing and sharing their particular solution is concerned. If we are doing a problem in maths and I have given a problem in maths, I have just given the problem and I have asked them to think, pair and share. Some of the students might know the problem. Some of the students are in a position to know the problem. Some of the students can solve the problem. There are 3 different cases. And utmost thing is that one of the student might get the problem resolution in a different way, apart from the others. And our thought is that to bring up those particular students, to understand, emphasize, and concentrate on those particular students are concerned. That deals with the creative imagination of the student minds. And one of the student might be in a position to think out of bounds, and he might solve one more problem apart from the other our problem is concerned. So based on that, we have given some sort of rewards accordingly. One is the similarity index, how students are thinking with each other, how similarly they are thinking, how dissimilarly they are thinking, how creatively they are thinking, and how many are thinking out of bounds. So we can get some sort of records as far as this synergy is concerned. And what we need to do is that when we gather the students of who are thinking out of bounds and who are creative enough at one platform, we can build some new arbitrations or agitations accordingly. So the rewards can be given up like this. We have certain sort of methods. When we use the method think, pair, share, we can get some sort of results. When we use some design thinking methodologies, we can get some sort of results. And when we use some method like group discussion, we can have some sort of results. And these are related to the pedagogies utilized by the teacher. When we have the lecture, we can have some sort of results. And when we are in a position to teach traditionally, we can have some sort of results. And when we use some active learning mechanisms, we have some sort of results. And this is just a brief glimpse or the initiation regarding the recommendation system. Student recommendation system is concerned. And we need to suggest with some more methods accordingly to the results that act. Results may get varied. So these are just the glimpse results I have shown up to now. The results may get varied accordingly because students are get changed accordingly. A student in a rural background may get better outcomes or better results. A student in a city might not get such sort of results. It all depends on our plan to implement. So how effectively we do this impartition in the grounds of implementation, we can have the good outcomes accordingly. Thank you for watching this video. We'll be coming forward with some sort of videos in the upcoming days. I would like to request you all in this gesture to focus on the paradigms and the paradigm shifts to emphasize and inculcate the learning synergy in this regard. Thank you for watching this video.